And so
Yes.
I imagine you have some great stories of how you've helped some leaders transform their behavior and help their business. Can you share one of those?
Absolutely. So I want to also emphasize something that you said as I lead into this story, which was that people need to actually listen and be present. I think that's one of the hardest things in business because we're moving so fast all the time. We have this high speed demand, and in order to be competitive in a private industry, we have to move at like lightning speed in order to get things done and be competitive and not lose our spot. But the reality is, if we took time to slow down and actually be present and actually check in and like connect with the folks on our team, we would get a lot further and a lot faster than burning our people out and losing them along the way because their brains just aren't up to speed because they're tired, exhausted, burned out, disengaged, distracted by all the other things that are going on in their life. So a really good example of this, I was working with a client last year, and she is such a visionary. Like when I say she's a dream client, she is a dream client. Like she loves her people. She wants to put all these benefits and perks in front of them. She wants to invest in them. And she has really high expectations for where their business is going. She's in a changing industry that requires them to make some fairly big pivots that could scare a large group of people that maybe aren't so open to risk as she is. One of the days that I was meeting with her, she was sharing with me how her team was very resistant to some of the pivots that she's leading them through in order to stay competitive and to beat out their competitors. And in that process, for the first time in many years, they were starting to lose people on their team. Excuse me. For the first time ever, they were starting to lose people on their team, or first time in a while, I should say. She said, what do I do? I don't understand. I'm providing all of these perks that people want. We have personal trainers, we have mindfulness, we have great vacation time, but they're not performing. They're complaining, they're frustrated, they're leaving, they're not participating in meetings. We took a moment to kind of pull back several layers and reflect on if that's actually what her team wanted anymore. Like her team had evolved a lot. She'd grown with them for many years. Many of them have very different lives than they did when they first started with her. And their needs in their personal life were very different than what they were now.